folks. Very much apologize for the delay. Looks like right now we have the Queen Creek City High School. Uh, their robot name is Under Pressure. They have 10 members and one mentor. So far, they've been doing a pretty impressive run so far. We know that they've identified lots of tasks in the mission. They've also went and found the right liver sample and brought it back on the deck. That's going to give them some pretty good points. Looks like they are now looking for the medicine or potentially the enzymes as well. Queen Creek is making another attempt. They don't quite get the medicine. Looks like they're going to line up again. The tasks associated with this medicine deposit are actually pretty significant. There are a certain couple steps you have to do to actually get the points, but when you add it all together, it's actually a pretty high value task. Queen Creek making another attempt at grabbing the medicine. Looks like they got it in, but can they? It doesn't quite stick. They're going to have to get their hook a little bit deeper in before they can pull it out. Queen Creek, one of our more famous teams here at NERC. They've been featured on local news channel 4, and their robot Bert was presenting at a different news station. So they've been out spreading the word of STEM and NERC and really helping to change the culture of their school and their area.
They're going to give it another shot for the medicine. Lining up. And looks like they have it hooked.
Yep, Queen Creek able to pull the medicine out. If they can deliver it to the right liver sample station, they're going to get some pretty nice points here. Looks like they found the right location now. It's all about shifting it into the right spot. It's a little bit hard to see with their camera angle. That's going to be a little bit tricky for them, but let's see if they can do it anyways. They're very close to completing this task. Or they might have just done it. It's hard to tell, but that looks pretty close.
Very close to the to the insert. I believe we won't know if, until the final result, but it looks like it's pretty good. Looks like they want to assure that they get those points, so they're gonna push it into the position.
Yeah, always a good idea to make sure it's a little bit more than close and actually fully inserted. That'll allow them to leave no room for error on the judge's side. Unofficial time here, we have 8 minutes left in their run. Plenty of time to do some other tasks and get as many points as they can. Looks like they're scoping out the area, potentially looking for their tether or looking for other tasks to identify. You know, looking at their robot's view in the top right, you can really see how difficult this mission actually is, especially when done at night. Even if your camera has a wide field of view, you'll only be able to see what your light can basically shine back to you, the camera. Everything else is pretty much unseeable. Seems like they're scoping out their own robot's tether. Or no, that is a different object. It's hard to tell from here.
And right now they are directly looking at the wall. Not too sure what they're looking for here.
Another interesting fact about this team, just yesterday their power module and Raspberry Pi computer both burned out, and they had to work overnight to get this robot up and running. And because they were able to do that, they were able to qualify and come out here tonight to compete. And they're doing a fantastic job so far. They've already accumulated a fair bit amount of points, but they're not done. They're looking for whatever points they can find out into this mission.
Perfect. Where is that tree? There it is. Wow, that was interesting.
Looks like they've scoped out their next target. They want that enzyme so that way they can open up a whole new route of missions as well as earn as many points as they can.
Pretty sure there's just two. Yeah. I got you.
Now it's a little over 36.
39.3. 39.3.
39.3.
So multiply by 39.3.
Looks like they're trying to go for one of the enzymes here.
Thank you.
You have the Google machine.
39.3.
Unofficial time, about 5 minutes left.
Wait.
So that's plenty of time to
Oh,
get an
that's
enzyme and head back to base if that's what they want to do.
Now, I was literally like, that is way too much. Okay.
We've seen the enzyme be a tricky object for teams that have already completed their mission. Looks like they're having the same type of difficulties. Those rings are definitely a lot smaller than any of the other rings for the other objects, so they're going to have to find a way to be very precise if they want to
Learn the metric system.
grab one of them.
We literally in math class, like, I feel like we don't use metrics.
I mean, I did learn the metric system, but the U.S. is just barely starting to use it
I know.
when I was a kid. Smooth as fast, smooth as fast.
Yeah, 4 minutes.
Oh, rush it.
About 4 minutes remaining. It looks like one of their biggest difficulties is that enzyme basically keeps turning itself at the wrong angle towards them, making it virtually impossible to grab it.
Yeah, so it was the Fathom X file.
With a little bit of luck, they should have a better chance coming in at a new angle.
Their current approach is a little tough because at the angle they have to approach it, the enzyme has to be off camera, so they kind of have to hope that they're turning into it.
Yeah.
Depth perception is also another big factor at this event. Uh, you don't really notice it
So how do
with
we
standard cameras when doing regular video recording, but when you're trying to actually navigate a robot using a camera, you quickly realize that depth perception requires stereoscopic vision, which most teams will not have on their robots. So it's going to be very tricky for them to try to pick up an object when they don't know exactly how far it is.
Oh, looks like they did turn into it, but unfortunately came right out afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like.
they were very close. Looks like they're going to try again. They have been getting better at these approaches.
Unofficial time, we have about 2 minutes left for their run. Looks like they've abandoned the enzyme.
Devin, do you want me to put my hand down so you can see?
Please.
Yeah, I believe they are going back to base now with the last 2 minutes of their run.
It's really been incredible how many teams are taking the right amount of time to come back to base and actually surfacing as well.
Sure.
In many years past, when NERC was held in the past, I'd say roughly half the teams didn't make it back to the dock. Here, pretty much every team is accomplishing lots of different tasks,
Disarmed.
as well as getting back to base as well. And look
Yeah.
at that, Queen Crook City High, successful mission. They're going to walk away with quite a few points. We'll have to wait for the refs to give